Our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And some room to maneuver. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. Second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Larry Fitzgerald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check. Throw.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On second down, Taylor. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Delta. Winnie. Delta. Delta. Delta.
2nd down, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And some room to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here again is McKinnon. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they won a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down to Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Hargraves with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This throw at the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking to throw on second down. Taylor. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Flushed out right. He's going to let this, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Fournier with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Bridgewater. For Dallas Goedert, a really cool moment. His first NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Single. Hey, I got 83. We got this, folks. Come on.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Last year, the Dolphins were the second most penalized team in the NFL, nearly 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Slow. Go, D. Let's go.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game.
Gotta go. Hey. We got three. 3 down.
Got some room at the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Here we go. Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This is Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Bridgewater. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is right through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So now here come the Dolphins. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Taylor looking to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out